Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my live review of Dragon Ball Super Broly. To put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So today, we're just talking about Broly. I thought of recording a thing, like editing it and putting music. I'm not doing that. This movie's too good. This movie is too good. I will definitely be talking and answering comments if we get some viewers. But I just wanted to get on here and just be absolutely genuine with you guys. Be like, straight up, this is how it is. Because this is a really good movie. So flat out, before we even get started, if you have not seen this movie in theater, stop what you are doing and go see this movie in theater. It is amazing. It's a phenomenal movie. Oh, my chat's not showing up for some reason. I'm gonna the chat showing up. But so if you had not seen this movie in theaters, I don't know what you're doing, because this movie is fantastic. Like, flat out, without even any spoilers, this is the best Dragon Ball movie. This is, in my opinion, the best thing Toriyama has ever made. Like, writing-wise, this film, the last 45 minutes of this film is just fighting with almost no story. But the story that is in the beginning is so well done. It is some of the best character writing, some of the best backstory, some of the best everything Toriyama has ever written. Like, I'm sorry, this is the most invested I've ever been in a character in this series. It is phenomenal. Like, I honestly don't have words to describe how good it is. Like, I just don't. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, listen. Listen for a minute, okay. I want to get this out of the way right now. One of the things that I love this movie does is all the stuff with Broly and Chi and his backstory. It all sets up in a way throughout the entire fight. It's not just punch, punch, punch. Because the whole time I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Go Broly. I want Broly to win. Broly's a really good character. I'll say now, Broly's my new favorite Dragon Ball character. Like, he is. Broly and Chi are my two new favorite characters in this franchise. They're fantastic. Both of these characters are written with are excellent. I can't speak. Are very well written. I can't say excellent. Excellently. Both of these characters are excellently written, and they're just incredibly charming. Okay, especially, oh my god, Chi. In a movie that reinforces my opinion that Toriyama has serious issues regarding his female character because of the GNA stuff, which I get what he's going for. I get he's going for that the Goku's mother was this soft, gentle lady, and that's where Goku gets and that's why when Goku hit his head, he kind of became more like his mom. He became more soft, gentle. Like, he doesn't want to kill people. He doesn't like killing people. Like, he doesn't like fighting. He enjoys fighting, but he doesn't enjoy. He's not like Goku doesn't like fighting because he gets joy from hurting people. Like, he's never like, oh, it was so fun punching this guy and making him bleed. He doesn't enjoy hurting people, and that's what he gets from Gina, and I like that. But I just don't care. But it's still sexist. Like, the woman is in the kitchen cooking. It's still sexist, and it's still lame. But then you get Chilai, who did like badass, no nonsense. She's like Paragon, the Saiyan, who is like 10 times her size. She's like this little shrimp. She's like going up to my waist. And she's looking up at Paragon, and she's like, "You what's screwing you? You're a jackass." And she's like flipping him off. She's like, "No." And she's like challenging Paragon, and I'm just like, wow, she has balls. She is standing up to Paragon. And her throughout the entire movie, she's great. I adore her. I really like it because she immediately is calling Paragon and out. The Paragon, okay, you know what, let's start from the beginning. Let me actually go through this movie. I'm just ranting about characters I like. The movie starts off based on basically how I expected it to from the trailer. It starts off with the Saiyan flashback stuff. The movie plays out the way I expected it to, like part wise, based on the trailer. It played out exactly how I expected it to, but I don't mind it being it works so well. But so we get. By the way, the animation is beautiful. But we start off on planet Vegeta when we find out a lot of neat stuff about the Saiyans. First of all, we find out that it wasn't originally Frieza that ruled over the Saiyan. It was King Cold. So King Cold is coming, and he's like, "I'm retiring." So King Cold's like, "I'm retiring," and it's great. Because there's this great thing where all the Saiyans are bowing to King Cold. And King Vegeta raises his hand. "You're not bowing. You're standing in front of him like shoulders." And King Vegeta's like, "Hey," he's like, "Good to see you, Lord King Cold." And he's like, "I'm retiring. This is my son Frieza. He's a bit different than me." And Frieza looks at all of them, and he's like, and he raises, and he like, and I guess he like powers up a little. Like he gives off this intimidation, this like killing intent, and they all drop to their knees, bowing. And then Frieza takes out the scouters. He did the introduction of the scouters to the Saiyan. He takes out the scouters, he's explaining what they do, and he puts it on. He looks up, and we find out that not all the Saiyans are super strong. Like, they're not all, like, fighters firing energy blast, Gatling gun, Kamehamehas, and flying around. But we find out that King Vegeta has Saiyans throughout his tower with gun pointed on Frieza. He's like, "Oh, God. Those guys have guns pointed on me. I'll show you how they work." He's like, "Oh, let's do the guy that Powerball 2000. Death Beam. Ooh, 150. Whoa. 200. Boom." And he just kills them. And he takes the scouter off. He blows them up. He takes the scouter off. He puts it down and says, "Let me know when you have any gameplay." And King Vegeta's just like, "Oh, this guy is scary." And we're just like, Frieza is a sociopath. And it's great. But then we get to see King Vegeta walking into this like chain room with all these like elite babies. Like all these elite Saiyan babies, and he's looking at Vegeta. He's like, "Oh yes, my son Vegeta. You will be the one to free us from Cold and Frieza rule." We all, by the way, speaking of Cold and Frieza, in that previous scene, we also find out from King Cold that it wasn't only called the Frieza Force. It used to be called the Cold Force, and then they changed the name. But basically what happened, and oh my god, I love this movie so much. King Vegeta goes in. By the way, King Vegeta looks great. King Vegeta's young design, I love it. But King Vegeta goes in, he's like gloating about how great he is, and he turns around, and he sees Broly in a pod. And he's like, "What is this low-class crap doing in the same region of the healing pod baby room at my stomach?" There are a ton of other babies in there, but Vegeta's like on like a pedestal, super up, and then Broly's just over to the corner, and he's just like, he's looking at the nurse and the technician. He's like, "What the hell is this guy doing in here? Like, screw this low class. What is this low class crap doing on the same level of badassery as the Prince of the Saiyan? Like, what is happening?" And it's great. So, and what happened? This is great. Oh my god, this is so good. So, but people come up and you're like, "Well, sir, Broly's like really powerful. Like his battle power is super high." Give me like what? He's like, "What do you mean? It's higher than my son." It's like it's exponentially higher than your son. And he's like, Vegeta's like, Vegeta power of like 200, I think. And he's like, okay, how high could it be? And he puts on the device, and it's like it was actually, it's like the pre-scouter, it's like a power level scanner. He puts it on, he's scanning, and he's like, oh my god, and it's like 910 or something. It's like, and like it was really high for a baby, like it's almost 1,000. And they're like, this kid is dangerous. And he's like, okay, screw this baby. So he's like, I'm getting rid of this kid because he's strong. Because King Vegeta's like petty. He's like, he's stronger than my son. So he wants to get rid of him. But he does actually make a really good point, which is interesting because he does make a good point. Like Paragus comes in and he's like, why have you summoned me? He's like, I'm getting rid of your son. Like I'm sending him off world to this planet called Vampa where he is deserted of all life. And King Vegeta, he's doing it because Broly is stronger than Vegeta, and then King Vegeta is doing it because his son, because Broly is stronger than Prince Vegeta. I have to differentiate between the two Vegetas right now. But so King Vegeta, that's the way he's doing it, but he does make a valid point. He basically like, this child is too powerful. He scared me. And this isn't about fighting. This isn't about any of that. This child is a danger to all life forms in the universe. We need to send him away and hope he doesn't. We can't train him. We can't make him strong. We're not going to use him to take on Frieza. He's too dangerous. We're getting rid of him. And Paragus straight up, as I was saying, called him out. He's like, no, you're just upset that he's stronger than your son. He's like, well, yeah, that's part of it, but I'm still, like, he's already gone. Paragus like, F you. And he like flies out of the room, flies through the glass door. He goes onto the ship. I think the guy's name is Meek. Like the new character, I think. But he takes the understand. He's like, you can't be in here. And he's like, yeah, I can. He takes them, throws them on the ship, and they take off. They travel to a Vampa. So they travel to Vampa where Broly is. But Vampa's amazing. I love Vampa so I love the planet so much. It's like this desert wasteland with all these like bug monsters that are super strong. And we also get the idea that not all Saiyans are fighters. Because the guy who was flying the ship, he's like, he gets there, there's this giant ass full moon above the planet. And Paragon's like, don't look at the moon or you'll turn into an Ozaru. And he's like, I've never turned into an Ozaru before. Like, so this guy's never turned into a great ape or an Ozaru. He's never done it before. He's like, well, don't, because you'll lose all sense of self. So don't become an Ozaru, which I love. I love that. That's great stuff. But so then they're just wandering around the planet. And there's this one point where they land. They're flying and they land. And they touch down, and it's like this like soft green. It's like the whole grid, like a desert, like a desert kind of rocky wasteland area. But there's like this like soft grass. And when Broly had gotten there, he had looked up at the moon. When baby Broly got there, I immediately thought, I was like, oh shit. And it was green grass. And Broly had, Broly color thing green. So I saw that, I was like, oh shit, Broly's a great ape. And like, they're standing on great ape Broly. I was like, and it comes up and it's actually a giant snake. They fight the snake. And they're just looking for Broly and they find him in a cave. He defeated a whole horde of monsters and he's eating them alive. And Paragon's like, yeah, good boy, Broly. It's great. But then they're just talking like, okay, how the hell are we gonna survive here? We don't have enough food. The ship is damaged, like the float device is damaged. You're like, okay, we're stuck here. And it's great because Paragus earlier in the film, Paragus was like, you should never trust a Saiyan. And Paragus turns around and he's like, we do need food. And he shoots the pilot through the chest with a laser gun. He killed him. And he's like, we're gonna have plenty of food. So I guess Broly's first not bug meal was Saiyan flesh, I guess. That's disturbing, but okay. So they end up living on. Then they stay there and they train, and we skip ahead like 5 years. We get the Dragon Ball Minus stuff. I released a video on how much I hate Minus, so I need to explain myself here. I officially like him. I like this version of Minus. I think it's great. Now, I'm going to explain why I like it. One, the animation and character acting in this film throughout is great. So even if I don't like something, the characters are so expressive about it, I'm like, that's cool. But it also makes more sense because they extend the stuff, like it's not as rushed as the manga version Toriyama did. The Bardock Sonic way back, it's played out just like mine. Bardock Sonic way back, but this time he gets context. He gets context clues. The context clues he's getting put up in wait a minute. Breathe and call it. Hold on. Yeah. So the context clues. So Broly gets yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry guys. So Bardock is getting context clues. That's what's happening. He's getting context clues. How it is. Bardock is getting context clues. He's putting context clues here. He's like, wait a minute. Frieza's calling us all back at once. And then he lands and somebody is like, then he lands and another Saiyan is basically like this. Another Saiyan is basically like, Frieza's been asking about the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God. And Bardock is like, oh shit. He's like, why would Frieza call us all back here? I see what to kill us. So we go to Gine. We get Gine's fine. She's fun. She's expressive. The voice acting in the dub is great. By the way, props to Sabat. I said it on Twitter on Wednesday when I saw the film. But props to Christopher Sabat. Props to Jimmel. Props to Vic Mignogna. Props to everybody involved in it. Especially props, on a serious note. Seriously. Props to Chris Ayres. Because Chris Ayres is in this movie a decent amount. And despite all Chris Ayres' health problem, which, as always, with all of this, despite your opinion on the film, you can think whatever you want about the film or the dub. Great job, Chris Ayres. You're an amazing dude coming in, doing this. He's sick. In all honesty, I would say he shouldn't be doing this. He should be spending time with his family, recovering, but he's doing this because he cares. And he wants to deliver. He's a great Frieza. And everything with Chris Ayres is great. I wish him the best. I mean, I can't believe how good Chris Ayres does in this, considering his health right now. And once again, I'm pretty sure there are still fan pegs, fundraisers, and stuff for Chris Ayres. If you have money to spare and you're a fan of this franchise and you like Chris Ayres' performance, please go support Chris Ayres any way you can. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's a good man. And I mean, he did this. This is incredible what he did in this film. So I wanted to ride to praise Chris Ayres for his great performance once again while he was ill. But then there's the stuff with Vic Mignogna. All the voice actors in this do fantastic. But basically, Bardock and Gine, whatever, are having a heart-to-heart, and he's basically we need to send Kakarot off world because Frieza's gonna blow it up. And on principle, this is something I don't like about it. It's just so well handled in this. Would I rather them not make Goku Superman? Because I always view Goku. He's basically Japanese Superman, but it's all instead of it being the sacrificial father, it's all kind of happen chance. He happens to land on Earth. He happens to get found by Gohan. It happens to be a planet with people with weak power levels where he can grow alongside the people there. It all happens chance. And this is Bardock planned it out. But I don't mind being so well done. But they're traveling to at night to do it, and Gine's super sad. She starts to cry, and she's basically why? You're a male Saiyan. Most female Saiyans wouldn't do this for their kid. You're a guy. Why did you care? Most women wouldn't do this. Most mothers don't care enough on this planet, don't care enough about their children to even do anything to save them. We're Saiyans. I'm just happy to be a really nice. Like, why did you're a male. Why did you care? You're a male Saiyan. Why do you care? And Bardock is like, I guess I've done so many horrible things. I want to do one good thing. And it's super cheesy, but it works. It's super charming. And you have the great. The problem with the scene is that it's almost kind of funny. And you had the great. It's actually. It's funny and like it's funny in retrospect, but it's actually really tragic. But you really because not on Bardock, but on Gine then. Gine's crying and she's like, please don't forget me, my son. I love you so much. And you know Goku doesn't care about her at all. Like Goku's never wondered who she is. He doesn't care. And it's really sad because Gina just wants to be with her son that she loves. And Goku doesn't even care enough to even consider. Goku probably doesn't even think he has a mom. He's probably like, I have a grandpa that raped me. Which is it's sad. It's actually really sad. You feel bad for Gina. Gina even said, why can't we leave together? And Bardock makes a good point as to why they can't. He's like, because even though he's like, even you're not that strong, Gina. Frieza you're strong enough. They would sense your power level. Like, Gine's still superhuman. Like, she's jumping from rock to rock or flying around. Like, she's still stronger than, way, way stronger than, like, the people on Earth. Like, she's still, like, a god compared to people on Earth. Like, she's still strong, but, just not strong for a Saiyan and not strong enough for what the Saiyans do. And basically what happened. And I don't know. And basically, it's a great thing. She's like, please don't forget about me. She's crying, and I like it because, as I said, it's sad because Goku doesn't remember her or care, and it almost makes me wish Goku would meet Gine. I don't want Bardock to come back because Bardock is a cheap, stupid fan service character at this point. You want Gina? Yeah, I wouldn't mind like an arc, like a thing in the anime where Gina come back and Goku and her meet, and she gets to have a moment with her. I thought that could be, you could do so much with. They gotta do it because I feel so bad for this woman because Goku is just selfish, bisexual jackass who doesn't give a crap about her. And I feel like Goku should meet her. And he should see how much this person loves him. Because I feel like that would be a really meaningful story you could tell with these characters. But moving on past my mumbling how much I love that thing. It is so well done in here. And it's an ad more being minus just like Bison. It's just like you see her slowly break down as she gets closer and closer, and like trying to figure out ways to stay with Goku or Kakarot at this point, and it works on a fundamental level in this film. It works, and I love it. But so then they send Goku off, and you cut to Frieza. He mentions he's like, oh, the Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God are probably myths. They're probably legend. I think there's like 99% chance they're real. But I'm still killing them because I'm afraid of it. And also appears this movie had retconned, like a retcon, I guess, of the whole Beerus thing. Meaning in resurrection of that, it would reveal Beerus told Frieza to do it. But in this movie, we're back to the whole Frieza did it, he's afraid of the Super Saiyan thing. So I'm not really sure what it is anymore, but I like the one in this movie more, so if they're retconning it back to that, I mean, I'm not gonna complain, I like it more. so that, from Frieza blows up the planet, we do see a shot of Bardock throwing his attack at the ball, so I'm assuming that all still happened. Like, Toriyama does like the TV special. The future side and all that stuff, stuff with Fasha and all those teammates, and that stuff doesn't happen. But the stuff with Bardock in the battered armor facing off against Frieza does, which I like. There's also this really nice shot of Bardock's friend, and he was in the pod with him there at the beginning looking up. And Gina, like, from the meat shop turning around as the thing approaches, and she's like, ugh. And then the planet explodes. And it's so good. But then, okay, then the best thing about then one of my favorite parts about the whole movie happened. We see Goku's pod flying to Earth, and then we cut to this beautiful praise Shintani's design montage of all these moments from across Dragon Ball. Goku meeting Bulma, Goku meeting Roshi, Goku and Tien fighting, Goku and Krillin fighting, Goku versus Piccolo, Goku versus Vegeta, Goku versus Frieza, Goku versus Cell, and ending with Goku versus Boo. I'm not sure why they didn't do Beerus hit. Why they didn't do stuff like Beerus hit, Zamasu in Black and Jiren. I think it would have been more complete if they had used the super stuff because that they played after the Tournament of Power. They completely acknowledge the events of Dragon Ball Super. Well, the Tournament of Power. It completely ignored anime-only transformations like Blue Evolution and Blue Kaioken, but whatever. So good. But basically what happened, and I got to praise this movie once again from the character acting in the beginning. We get some great stuff. There's not a lot of characters in this movie. And like Beerus have maybe 5 minutes of screen time. And we get this thing, Beerus and we start eating, and we immediately cut to Goku and Vegeta fighting. The animation when they're fighting is just as good as the Goku versus Beerus fight from Battle of God. Like the part when he's Super Saiyan and you're fighting here. Yeah, that is the intro. That is just the intro casual introduction animation. It's nothing compared to the stuff later on. It's amazing. But basically what happens is we see Goku and Vegeta fighting, and then Beerus and Whis are eating, and Bulma gets a call from Trunks. Vegeta and Goku stop fighting, they come down, they start eating, they're just arguing. There's a great moment where Vegeta's like, you never should have let Frieza live, you know that, Kakarot? He's like, you're so stupid. It was like, whatever. He's like, he trained for 3 months and you like killed us. And Goku's like, yeah, but Frieza will never be a problem again. I'll handle it. And he's like, you're a dumbass. He's like, I hate you. You're so stupid. But then Bulma gets a call from Trunks that somebody has broken into Catholic Orb and stolen the Dragon Ball that Bulma had been collecting as well as the Dragon Radar. They show a clip and it's 2 Frieza soldiers that Frieza has sent to planet Earth stealing the Dragon Ball. So Vegeta's like, damn it, Goku. So they steal the Dragon Ball and it's a great little gag because their power levels are so low. Like Frieza sends people that are stuck loose or they are like climbing down on a rope, and Goku and Vegeta don't even notice them. Like they're so weak, nobody senses their energy. But the Goku and Vegeta follow them to this like Arctic wasteland that we see in the trailer, and then we cut to Frieza, and people are talking to Frieza about like, why do you want the Dragon Ball? Like we get some friends with Frieza, he's like, why do you want the Dragon Ball, Frieza? And then we cut, and they're talking about why Frieza wants the Dragon Ball, and then we cut back again to Earth to them traveling to the Arctic place, where we find out why Bulma would gather in the Dragon Ball. Bulma would gather in the Dragon Ball to make herself 10 years younger. No, 5 years younger. And Vegeta's like, no, and Whis points out, why not just go all the way and make yourself like 10, 15 years younger? She's like, oh, you know what people would say. It's not natural, Bulma. You're surgeon, Bulma. On your skin, it's all through your surgeon. How did you do this? It's not natural. Like, so she's the other one that's like, has to look natural. We cut the Frieza. And they're like, what are you wishing for? Immortality. No, to never take damage again. And he's like, that would make it boring. And it's great, it's development for Frieza. I don't mind, like, one-dimensional Frieza, but Frieza, like, he enjoys fighting now. He's like, yeah, never getting hurt in a fight again would really suck. That was really boring. It's like, I want to, like, brawl with people. Like, I want to fight Goku. Like, I want to bleed. Like, it's fun. And it's great. Then they're like, what did you want? And this, like, blue nanny character is like, you want to be taller. And he's like, yeah! I will use the Dragon Ball to increase my height by 5 whole centimeters. One of the biggest laughs I had, and I started to laugh. And the guy, and one of the people immediately points out, why don't you just use your second form? And he's like, can you imagine? First of all, I'm weaker in that form. Can you imagine Golden Frieza in that form? It was like hideous. He's like, it needs to be my final form. And they're all just like, okay, Frieza. Like, whatever floats your boat, buddy. And he's like, oh! It's like, everybody who got me strong will die. And it's great. It's petty, and normally it wouldn't be funny, but the character acting with the animation is just so good, it's hilarious. But then we cut to Chilai and Lei. I'm gonna call him Lee. I forgot what his name is. The old man guy. I've only seen the movie once. Cut me a break. I didn't get a chance to see it again. So we get to cut to Chilai and the old man Lee, and they're traveling and they find Vampa. And they detect a high power level. They're like, holy shit, this is really, really high. And you find out that Chilai, this little girl, she stole a spaceship from the Galactic Patrol, and now they don't like her. But she doesn't want to go to jail or die, so she joined the Frieza Force because they're afraid of Frieza, so they're not going to mess with Frieza. And the old man's just a pilot that's been working with Frieza forever. So they go down, they land on the planet Vampa or whatever. And Paragus is in a cave, his hair is white. He's got like bandages on his ankle, like missing an eye, and he crawled out. He's like, oh god, people. He's like, thank God. Oh my god, you have food. And this monster showed up. And she's like, oh shit. And he just like Broly. He just freeing Broly from the other side of the planet. Broly like Superman's over and just kicks it and kills the monster. He's shirtless. You get a shot of his back. It's like chiseled back, and she like just looks up, and you see she's like, wow, he's hot. So there's a Chilai and Broly romance in that. Like flat out, Chilai is into Broly. And Broly is my favorite character in this film, and I'm gonna get into why probably around now. But Broly's like, we're leaving. So you understand? He's like, yes. He's like, you already know what happened to our planet. He's like, do you know about your planet? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And they're talking, and he's like, oh, your planet got destroyed. They're like, oh, okay. And he's like, I don't give a shit. And Broly's like, I've never been there. I don't care either. So they're talking. Right. And then Vegeta, no, not Vegeta, and then Paragus, and then they'll get on the ship. And you have the first moment between Chilai and Broly, which is really sweet, is that Broly, she's eating like chocolate, and Broly looks over and he's staring at her. And she's like, and she holds it, she's like, you want? She's like, you want? You can have it. And she gives it to him, and Paragus like, now Broly, thank you. So Broly has a personality, like he has manners. And he's like, oh, we're thank you. And he's like, thank you. She's like, you don't need to say it like that. And he's being like super horrible. She's like, no, we're cool. You don't need to be like, thank you very much. Like, stop. She goes like, you gotta say thanks. Just say thanks. And she does like this with her hand. And Broly mimics her. He goes, thanks. And then it's adorable because Broly just doesn't know any better. He's never interacting with anybody besides his dad, who was that kind of an asshole. So he's just like, thanks. And he starts laughing, and then she takes it, and he's about to eat it, and she grabs it, she's like, let me take off the wrapping. And she takes off the wrapping, she holds it, and he eats it while it's in her hand. And he's like, this is really good. And he rips it, and she jumps back, and he munches, taking her hand away from it, he starts eating it. And he's like, thank you. And it's really sweet moment. They take him back to his ship. They introduce him to Frieza, typical stuff. Where he's like, "Oh, you think Broly's strong? You're gonna fight Goku and Vegeta. You want your revenge for what King Vegeta did to you?" And Power gets this whole thing is he wants his revenge. But Power gets this whole thing. Broly just like, she like nice. I want food. So basically, after all that, they go to this mess hall on Frieza's ship, and they're eating. And there's this really good scene, and they're just eating, And Power gets like, we're not here to socialize. And Broly's like, just like, screw you all, man. So Broly, how are you? Like, how are you liking it? Why aren't you wearing your armor? Does he look like what? Is he just wearing like the tight skin suit thing? He's like, why aren't you wearing your armor? Flexible. She has a fan service character. She like pulls her armor out and snaps it back like her breast. She's like, why aren't you wearing your armor, Broly? And Broly's like, it made it hard to move. And she's like, okay. And this drunk guy comes over and starts hitting on Sky, and she's like, screw off before I like kill you or something. But she tells him something like, screw off. She's like, leave me alone, you weirdo. You freak. You perverted weird freak. And he doesn't, and she's like, you can tell she's getting ready to like fight back. And then Broly gets up and he's like being the gentleman he is apparently. Broly's like, leave her alone. She said to leave. Buzz off. He's like defending her. And he's like, oh, and he looks at Broly. He's kind of looking at Broly. Broly's like 5 times his size. And he's like, I can take you. So he like goes to punch Broly. And it just like completely doesn't even move. And he grabs his neck and holds him up. And he's ready to like kill him. You have to kill him with fruit. He had this thing on it. It's like silver collar. And Target takes him out. And it would have been most hard. It's probably one of the darkest things I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. It was horrible. How long have we been going for? It's probably the darkest thing I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. So basically what happened is that Broly looked at it and he had like a PTSD, like, oh my god. Like, daddy's abusive. This is his belt that he's going to beat you with. And he pressed the button, and Broly is electrocuted, like hundreds of thousands of volts. He's grabbing his neck, screaming in agony. And she's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And he falls over in pain. And she like immediately like, what the hell is wrong with you, you jackass? That's your son. And she was like, you have to be in control of these danger. She was like, he's like, it's your fault. We did this way. You're the one that raised him to be this way. You jackass. Screw off. And he's like, no. And she goes close to him, and she pickpockets him, taking the remote out of his pocket. He takes it and she smashes it, and she's like, hey, come on, Broly. And they go off, and her and Lee and Broly are just sitting around talking. And it's really sweet. She's sitting there, she's giving him food. He's eating chocolate bar. It's great. And what Broly does, and I love this about Broly. What Broly does is he gets a container of water and he's staring at it. And he's like, what is it? He's like, it's water, drink it. And he's like, this is delicious. And she's like, you can't tell me you've never had water before. And he's like, And it's like, Broly's never, she's like, this is so sad. And you can, and Broly, you know, like, you need to listen to everything he says. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Don't be afraid of your dad. Like, your dad's a jackass. You're new, Broly. And she's being super supportive. And it's really nice. Broly just this sad, abused kid. And she was like, no. And she's super nice to him. And it's not even, it's just a super sweet and charming Toriyama story. It's that charmy writing that you don't see that often for Toriyama and Dragon Ball anymore. It's that charmy character interaction and charmy writing, and it's just really good. But no, Broly, they're talking, and eventually they get to Earth. And the Dragon Balls are gathered, but Goku and Vegeta show up. And they're like, Frieza, what the hell? And he's like, and Paragon walks out. And they have a bit of banter. He's like, this is Broly and Paragon, blah, blah, they're staying. And he's like, let's fight. And Paragon's like, go, Broly. And Broly goes, and him and Vegeta fight. And Vegeta kicks Broly that. And Frieza's like, what the hell? Paragon, you said he was strong. What the hell is it? And Broly, and he just like, just let him get angry. And as the fight goes on, Broly starts getting better and better, and then eventually he starts getting angry. And eventually Vegeta goes Super Saiyan. And then Broly snaps, and his eyes turn yellow. And Paragon's just like, oh my god. And so basically, but Broly's tail has been cut off. You couldn't control Broly when he transformed. Harrigan, he was too powerful. So Broly cut off the tail. Like, for my own survival, I cut off this idiot's tail. So basically, what Harrigan does, and I love it. And oh my god, this movie is so good. So what Harrigan does is he said that Broly's harnessing the power of the great ape in his base form. So he had the agility and speed and strength and all the advantages of it in regular form, but he had like the berserkerness of a great ape. But then he gets like Super Saiyan God, and Broly continued, and he just shoots key waves out of Broly and knocks him through 5 mountains. Man, Broly gets up and he's angry and he starts fighting back again. And they fight for a while, and Broly gets angrier and angrier and angrier. And he keeps on getting stronger, and he starts beating up Vegeta, and Vegeta starts losing. And the fight is beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful fights in the whole series. The fight is great. I'm not going to describe the fight, it's not my thing, but I'll describe the parts that are worth noting. But they fight for like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And then Goku tags in, and Goku fights Broly. Super Saiyan, same kind of thing. Super Saiyan, base, Super Saiyan God. Okay, I gotta talk about this. When Goku is in Super Saiyan God and him and Broly are fighting, there's a scene where he holds his arm back, and he starts forming a red spear. And he goes, hits Broly with it, and Broly just tanks it. But in the theater, I immediately audibly yelled, Rasengan! Because it's literally, Goku does a Rasengan. He has a red big ball Rasengan on Broly. And it's great. It's hilarious. It's a nice nod. We know the shonen anime love to do that. We wanted to be like the big shonen. They love to throw little jokes and references. So Goku is just like, Rasengan. It's a great moment. It's beautiful. I loved it. Made me laugh. In the theater, I was great. Nobody else did it, but I yelled out Rasengan. I even tried to say it like in the Japanese. I was like Rasengan. It was awesome. But no. So then what happened? They fight for a bit more, and eventually, while they're fighting, Goku go. You had this great thing when Broly and Goku are going through lava. They actually go into the center of Earth. Okay, so Broly is shooting blast, and Broly he gets really mad, and you get the scene of the green orb explosion thing, and he's powering up, and they destroy the landscape, they destroy the Arctic in the fight. There's lava everywhere. And while they're fighting, we also get a great shot from Broly, where it's a first-person shot from Broly. It was almost disorienting, but it was you got to see Broly shooting ki blast. It was a lot like the Ultra Instinct shot and the Tournament of Power. When we see Goku when he gets the transformation, it was great. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. But the only thing I'll say about the fight is there were times where it was a little too fast and flashy and it was a little disorienting. But aside for that, it was great. I loved it. It was, oh my god, it was so good. Okay, no, but so basically, then what happened is they're fighting, and Broly's starting to lose. Broly's losing, and throughout the fight, Frieza's asking back, he can't turn into a Super Saiyan, can he? He's like, yeah, that's a problem. And then Frieza's wait a minute, hold on, and he remembers killing Krillin and Goku getting angry. He's like, oh, I have an idea. So he turns around. He looks at Paragon. And he's like, Paragon? He's like, yeah, bye. And he kills him. And he turned around. He's like, oh, bro. Oh, no, it's so tragic. Your father, he was hit by a straight energy blast. Oh, my God, Broly, it's so sad. Oh, this is a tragedy, Broly. And Broly's like, Daddy! And Broly goes ballistic. And I'm thinking, I don't even care. It's not even cheap. Bro, Targus is a horrible person. Like, you gotta understand. I mean, Broly. It was revealed later on that the green pelt he wears belongs to one of those fur monsters from a planet. That Broly actually became friends with. Like, they would spar together, and then they started hanging out. And Perry was like, "Nah, screw that shit. You should be trading, not having friends." So he blasts the monster's ear off, and then he's like, and then he gets to, and the monster's like never nice to Broly, never wants to be friends with Broly again. The last time they were around, Broly got his ear blown off. So Broly loses his one and only friend, who was a giant green fuzz monster, and that was just great. Like, he loses. It's just a great moment. It is hilarious. Funniest moment in the film. I just started laughing hysterically because Frieza's like in character acting, right? He's like, oh, Broly, oh no, this is so tragic. It's the best character acting I've ever seen. It's so damn good. I actually have to go in a minute quickly. Well, not go. I have to turn off the camera for a minute. I gotta take the medicine. But basically, what happened? I'm sorry, Jay. I'm not gonna tell you how to illegally pirate a series live. I'm not gonna do that. There's this thing called Google. I'm gonna have to say go support the official release man. But you want to know how to watch Super for free? I'm not gonna tell you that. Like, go Google it, research it. There are websites. It's not hard to do. It's doable. But I'm not gonna advocate and support piracy on here. I'll say this: if you really want to watch Super, Crunchyroll's great. Always support Crunchyroll and Funimation. Support the physical release. If you like the dub, watch it on Funimation. If you want to see the full thing in sub, but please go check out Crunchyroll. And I think that's where I'm just gonna end it quickly. Not end the stream. We're gonna take a 2-minute break, like a 1-minute break while I do something quickly. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy waiting. Just hold on a second. And we are back. Now, we're going to start off right where we left off with the greatness that is the Broly Super Saiyan thing. So Broly hulks out. Like, Broly goes full legendary Super Saiyan movie rave monster. He's like, ah! And Goku and Vegeta start fighting it together. And it's like a minute long. It's like a 2-minute long scene. There is this great thing when Goku and Vegeta, it's in the trailer, when he's like, Kame, when they're next to each other, it's like, Kame. And Vegeta's like, Gallic. And they do like a Gallic gun coming, and they like combo in Super Saiyan Blue, and it's beautiful. And they fire it, and Broly's just like, nah, fam. And it's great, because throughout the movie, as Goku getting beat up, there's a great thing when Goku's just getting his head pummeled into the ground by Broly, really just kicking it out. And Piccolo calls him telepathically. It was like a small cameo. He's like, yeah, Goku, what is happening and what the hell is going on? Because this whole movie take place probably over the time span of 3 hours. So nobody really noticing what's happening until the fight is over. Piccolo's just like, Goku, I noticed you're really getting your ass kicked by, like, a really, really strong guy that isn't Frieza. So again, what is happening, Goku? And it's great. So, and then Goku basically like, well, this guy's super strong. And I'm gonna instant transmission you with Vegeta if it gets bad. So get ready in your ass again. And it brings me probably my second favorite joke of the movie. Yeah, my second favorite joke. I'll outline all my favorite jokes and scenes at the end, but I'm like haphazard listening. One of my favorite jokes in the movie though is that the Goku's like, okay, we need to go. So he grabs Vegeta. He's like, we're out. So he grabs Vegeta and you're flying, and they fly by Frieza, and he's like, bye Frieza, and he instant transmits it away. And Broly just this hulking rage monster now. So Frieza's like, wait, what? And Broly and Sucker punch it and through like 10 mountains. And Frieza's like, okay. And Broly just start beating the crap out of him. And then Broly's just like, and Frieza's like, okay, going golden, and he goldened up. And he's like, I am golden free. I am golden Frieza, Emperor Vegeta. And Broly just starts beating the crap out of him. And he's like, damn you, Goku, you asshole, I hate you so much. And and Broly just beating him a crap. And it's hilarious. It's great. I love it to death. So they arrive at Piccolo, and they're like, what, and Piccolo's like, what are you gonna do? And Goku looks at Vegeta, and he's like, hey Vegeta, we need a feud. And Vegeta, we can do a fusion dance. And he's like, you mean the one with stupid poses that Trunks told me about? He's like, yeah. And he's like, no. And Goku's like, come on, we feud before with the Zatara era. And he's like, but that didn't involve doing stupid, goofy posing, you jackass. I'm the Prince of all Saiyan, damn you, I'm Vegeta. And then Goku, and one of my favorite, and another great joke that made me burst out laughing. He's like, but Vegeta, if we don't do that, the planet could be destroyed. You don't want anything to happen to Bola and your darling Bulma. And Vegeta's just like, damn you. And by the way, I want to give my opinion on the Bola thing quickly, because I know I've been very vocal about dub changes and things like that in the past with Dragon Ball. Bola, I get. Because there are going to be kids that watch it that are fans of Dragon Ball. And if you type in Bulma on the internet, and most of the puns for Bulma family work, like Dr. Briefs. If you type in Dr. Briefs, and you're going to get the character from Dragon Ball. If you type in Bulma, you're going to get the character from Dragon Ball. If you type in Trunks, you're either going to get the Dragon Ball character or Swimming Trunks. If you type in, if an American, like, 10-year-old, 9-year-old boy or girl types in Brawl, they're going to get a ton of pictures of basically naked women in Brawl. Trust me, I checked. If you look up Brawl without typing in Dragon Ball, there are no images of the character. It is just pictures of women, basically naked women wearing bras. That's all it is. So Funimation just wanted to avoid that. Avoid the parental fire. And we're just like, you know what? We're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Like, we're just not touching that. So they just leave it be. They have to leave it be. They're like, forget it. It's not worth the trouble. So they leave it be. They call her Bola. But Vegeta's like, fine, let's do the stupid dance. So Kim and Goku start demonstrating the dance. We come back, Frieza getting the crap kicked out of them. And then we come back, and they do the dance. And their finger, and Vegeta misses the finger. And they're fat Gogeta. And Piccolo's like, well, we're going to need to. You guys screwed up. We got to win the other 30 minutes. We cut back to Frieza. Just Broly. Just kicking the crap out of Frieza. Just beating its ass into the dirt. And it's beautiful. And then you cut back, and they defuse. So that means it's been 30 minutes. It's been over 30 minutes since Goku and Vegeta left. They got there, they talked for a bit, they argued, then they had to show Vegeta the dance. That all probably took like 10, 15 minutes. So 45 minutes for Goku and Frieza left. Give or take. If you want to remove that 15 minutes and just say it's been 30, fine. But it's been at least 30 minutes that Goku and Vegeta left. And then they try to dance again, and they fail again. And then you're skinny old man Gogeta. And everything, it's just hilarious. And then you're like using like diagrams to show how Vegeta posing were off, and it's great. hilarious. Like it's fun. I normally I would mind because it just like dragged a little bit, but the visuals with humor and so on points, I just don't care. And then we come back to Frieza getting his shit then some more, and then we finally cut to they do it, and there's this bright light, and Gogeta's there, and the design isn't what it was in the movie either. He had to have. If you've ever seen Heroes, he had that black vest. Hold on, I want to see. Can I bring it up? He had that black. Actually, I will. He had that black vest. DVA Gogeta. He had the black vest from Heroes. I'll bring up a picture of it. He had like the pure black. It's different from the one he wore in what's it called? Yeah, it's yellow with it had yellow highlights and black. It's yellow and black instead of orange and black. I actually like this look more. I'll bring it up. I'm gonna try to bring it up on screen because this is actually an actual character I want to mention. Application window. Here you guys go. So yeah, you can see if you look here, it's just in black instead of orange, yellow and black instead of orange. I like it. It's my thing. But they show up, and it's great. They have more of Goku's playful personality, and he basically like, well, when we do Potara, we're Vegito. So what should we be called now? Vegeta. Go. Vegeta Rock. Gogeta. Yeah. And Piccolo's like, I don't give it to go kill this guy. So they go. And they show up. And they're looking at and they show up in front of Frieza. And they start talking to Frieza. And because they're talking to Frieza, Whis like, okay, you want to go to talk? I'll go play. And Whis goes over. And Whis is just like, oh, hi, Broly. How's it going, Broly? God, how's it going, Broly? Oh, okay, how are you, Broly? And it's great. He's like dodging inside it, great. And you can tell Broly's like, you insufferable man. Let me punch you. And then we cut to Gogeta. And because like, who the hell are you? And he's like, I am neither Goku or Vegeta. I am Goku and Vegeta as one with our power doubled. I am Gogeta. You've been dead for so long, you would not know of this technique. And you're just like, bullshit. That's not fair. Like, he's not even like scared. He's just like, no, you don't get to, you can't do that. He basically, the realizing, no matter how hard I try so, he's just like, I try so hard. Always more bullshit with you, Stan. I hate you both so much. It's great. And he's powered down. He's like, well, you know what? Go beat up Broly. You can beat up this thing. I apologize. He's like, we've all made mistakes today. Bringing Broly here was one of them. But after fighting, we cut to Chila throughout the fight, and she's like, this is wrong. Because you know Broly doesn't actually want to fight. He's just being forced to by Paragon. And he's like, is this Broly gonna die? So she's like, we need to do something. So they go and they start making a run from the Dragon Ball because she has an idea. And then Gogeta and Broly are fighting. It's just Gogeta and Broly fighting. Great. I mean, that's animation poultry. There are two particular moments I want to talk about. One is the scene when they're so powerful, they have break dimension. And what I love about it is how they don't acknowledge it. Like, Gogeta's just like, okay, it worked for me. And they believe it and start fighting. The area they're in, I haven't seen anybody mention it, but it kind of reminds me of that, like, of the area where you fight the boss in Xenoverse 1. Of like the time space world with all the time hourglasses. It kind of reminds me of that in Xenoverse. But so yeah, they're fighting. They're just pounding the crap out of each other. They end up back in reality. They're just fighting to death. Great fight. And there's a great thing where they're in like a desert. I actually thought when they were in the deserted wasteland, the first they were on Bampa, which is not what happened. But there's a great thing where Vegeta creates two energy blasts, and he just throws them like balls at Broly, and they blow up. And there's this other great thing where Gogeta, oh my god, there's this other thing when Gogeta, he does this, he like explodes his energy around him, but it's like this bluish color, and it's super cool. And it's just great, beautiful thing. I love it. It's so cool. It's just so cool. And the thing is that I like Broly. And then like the thing is that I'm hyped to see Gogeta. Just because I like these characters, I like Goku, I like Vegeta, I like this version of Goku. The Goku in this movie is actually a pretty cool dude. There's this scene way earlier in the fight when he's fighting Broly and Super Saiyan God, and he has this cool technique where like using the key to like paralyze Broly. And Goku back to like Broly, I don't think this is what you want. Like you seem like a gentle guy. I don't think this fight is what you want, Broly. Like, don't do this. Like I don't want to fight you if it's hard, if it's not what you want to do and it's causing you like emotional turmoil and you're like this raging. I don't want to fight like a emotionally damaged PTSD suffering like guy. I think guy suffering is emotionally damaged, suffering from PTSD with anger at you, just being forced to fight by his abusive father. Like Goku's just like, even for Goku, he's like, like this isn't right. Like you don't want this. Like I'm not gonna make you fight me. He's like, don't, and Broly's like, no, and they keep fighting. But I mean, there's a great moment. So I like all the characters. I like Gogeta, and Broly just doesn't fit that character. Like he's sympathetic. He has. Look at think about Broly. He grew up on a deserted planet with nobody else but a fuzz monster that his best friend that his father scared away when he was a little kid by blasting its ear off, and all he had left is like the pelt fur from his ear, and his asshole dad that will electrocute him when he gets out of line. But you also see Paragon's perspective. You really do. Because like, what do you do when you're a parent and you have a kid that you can't rein in? Like, you can't take Broly's toys away. You take Broly's toys, like, it's not like parenting a regular kid. You take Broly's toys away, he gets mad, he blows up the planet, or, like, kills you while having a temper tantrum. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't rein him in. You can't. Like, what parent are you gonna do? Give him a spanking? He'll try. Like, he'll go to him. Broly will grab his hand, squeeze it lightly, and Paragon's entire arm will shatter. And he'll punch him in the stomach, and then all the bones will break. Like, yeah. I mean, Paragon's an asshole. I'm not advocating for what he did, but it's like, at least he's not like you can kind of see his position where he's like, well, what am I supposed to do? The guy's basically a god. Like I can't like physically stop him if he gets angry, and he's gonna like destroy the planet and kill me. What else? What other choice do I have than to put a shock collar on? Of course, Chilai is the one that answered that, which is be nice to him, calm him down lovingly. Like you don't need to electrocute him to near death and abuse him emotionally, like because you're an asshole. But it's great though. Basically, him and the Gogeta thing is great. Him and Gogeta just fight, and it's great. And there's a great thing where Broly charging up energy blast at the end, and Gogeta's like, "Okay, enough," and he pulled his hand. And he's like, "Ah." May, and everybody is like, oh no, Broly. Like when Gogeta started trying to come out, I immediately was like, no, I will not be satisfied if this movie ends with Broly dying. It can't. Broly's a good guy. Like Broly's probably the best person in this series. Like he's just a nice guy. He doesn't deserve to die. I feel bad for Broly. I want him and Chi to go hang out on Pampa. So I'm like, no. I want him and Chi to like go hang out and be buddies. So I'm like, no. So he's charging up the attack, and Chi summons. They summon Shenron, and it's great because they holding a gun to Banani's back. And because you have it on Namek, Frieza didn't have the password, he didn't know how to make the wish, and he kept screwing up. So he had the instructions written down on a piece of paper. And it just said, and it's just like, what do I need to say to the dragon? So like, state your wish and I'll grant it. He's like, what do I need to say to the dragon? And she's like, tell him what you wish for. And she's like, that's it? Why is this written on a piece of paper? This is common sense. She's like, hello, buddy. She's like, okay, whatever. She's like, she looks at Shenron. She's like, I want you to stand and add Gogeta fire Bakan. It's about to hit Broly and kill him. And she's like, send Broly home. And you see him get beamed away to Vampa, where he slammed into the ground and he didn't base form. And Broly just like, I'm home. And it's great. Because then you get, it's also great because Gogeta never defuses. Like, I was expecting for like Goku and Vegeta to like defuse, and for the Goku to have to tap into the might of Ultra Instinct and like beat the crap out of Broly with its Ultra Instinct powers, like he did with that best spirit. But no, Gogeta does it. Like Gogeta just defuses. Which I'll talk about Ultra Instinct later because there's some stuff about it in the film that's really weird. But Gogeta. So basically, what happened is that Gogeta walked over to Frieza, and it's like, get off my. And it's like, Frieza, leave. Frieza looks at Gogeta. He's like, I'm leaving. He's like, bye. And he's just like, Frieza, stop. And once Goku's like, I am gonna kill you two one day. I'm like, okay, you can keep trying, I guess. Frieza gets on his ship and leaves. Which I do admit, it's kind of like the Batman Joker thing. It's like, if Frieza keeps, like, causing problems, why have they not killed him yet? I don't, like, why does, like, Vegeta not just murder him? Like, we cut later on in the film, we see Frieza just literally talking about how we're gonna try to kill Goku and Vegeta again and destroy the Earth again as he's slaughtering a civilization, going around being fake Napoleon Hitler. No, so basically that happened, and that's fine, and you get a great scene. But by the way, there's a great scene at the beginning of the film with Beerus. When they're leaving to go to the Arctic, they leave Bola with Beerus, and he's like, I'm a destroyer god, not a babysitter. And they get back, and Beerus is like playing with, like holding Bola, and it's just really funny. And it's great, and then we cut to Chilai and Lee flying in the ship. They leave, and then they're flying away after Broly. And she's like, where do you want to go, Lee? I'll drop you off. And she's like, I'm going to go be with Broly on Vampa. Like he shouldn't be alone. And it's a really quick. And it's like, once a band anyway, I'll go with you. But we gotta stop and get supplies first. They stop. They get some food, some water, chocolate snack, and they land. And they land on the planet, and they're like, hey, Broly, and then we cut. So I guess a couple days later. And they're all just hanging out on the planet. They just have a ship and some supplies and some boxes. And then Goku shows up. Base form. And Shilai's like, whoa. She's very protective of Broly. Because the relationship is incredibly romantic. Like, it's obviously meant to be a romantic relationship. And it's probably trying on the best romance. Just because it's just such a genuine it's just two really well-written characters that just happen to be male and female that just really they work. And it just works. And it's natural, it's not forced. And it's just a really nice relationship. It's really fun. It adds to Broly's character. It makes him even. It helps emphasize the trauma, how traumatic Broly's character is. The whole thing's great. So she stay away from him. And he's like, whoa, I'm not here to fight. He's like, I don't want to hurt anybody. And he's like, my friend Bulma makes these things called capsules. And he opens them up, and he's like, saying that, and it's a house. And he's like, there's food, water, there's like to last like a year. To last multiple months to a year. And I'll come back every once in a while and drop off more supply. As long as I get to spar with you, Broly. And he's like, you're really strong. Probably even stronger than Beerus. And I want to spar with you. And he's like, what? He's like, I don't want to fight. I just want to spar, be friends. And like, it's great. It's not like Goku and Broly are best buddies or friends. But they're on good terms. Like, Broly doesn't speak to Goku. He just looks at him and he smiles. He just looks at him and he's like, a light smile. And Goku's like, okay, well, I'm going to get going. Enjoy the food and the water and all that. I'll come back to bring you more supplies and we can spar. And then the last line of the movie, Goku turns around. And she likes that. To Goku, they never hear his name throughout the entire film. They never, them, Broly, they all never get his name. He's like, hey, you, stand in the orange. What's your name? And he's like, Chilai, I'm Son Goku from Earth. But Broly, you can call me Kakarot. And he leaves. And that's the last line of the movie. And I just like, and I just love it. My name is Son Goku from Earth. But Broly, you can call me Kakarot. It's a great line. It's not even really in character for Goku, but he doesn't consider himself Kakarot. He considers himself Goku, but it just works on a fundamental. It's not even funny. It's a really endearing, funny thing. You're just like, yeah. After all the crap that Broly gets in the movie, being of crying Gokus and Kakarot, it's funny. The Goku's like, you know what, Broly, call me Kakarot. Like he's like. You know what, Broly? You're the one person in this franchise that I will tell to call me Kakarot. But you just call me Kakarot, I can't make him stop. You have my personal okay to call me Kakarot. Which I love. It's great. But the movie ends, and I love this movie. Like, I love this movie. And John Kimmel performing with that line, like, you can call me Kakarot. I love Kimmel's performance. I'm gonna have to give it a look it up see if I can find like a bootleg version. That one specific scene on YouTube. Don't bootleg the movie. Watch the damn movie in theater. But I want to see that one scene. I'm gonna try to find it somewhere. But I really like it. But I love this movie. If I had to rate the jokes in this movie, I would say my favorite joke is the Power gets death. My favorite joke is the Power gets death. My second favorite joke is when Goku flies by Frieza. He's like, bye, Frieza. And my third favorite joke is the Frieza wish. I love that joke. When he's like, I want to be 5 centimeters. That's a great joke. Funny enough for all Frieza jokes. But the Frieza probably the funny character. Frieza's hilarious. But the beginning of the first act. My favorite portion of the movie is the stuff with Broly, Chilai, and Lee. Like, after traveling, and the stuff with Broly, Chilai and Lee land. Everything when Chilai meets Broly to when they arrive on Earth is my favorite part of the movie. Hands down. Because Broly is my favorite character. And you don't get much Broly character during the fight, being raging out. But during that, 30-40 minutes, Broly and Chilai just playing off of each other. It's a great character. Like, Broly is just so fascinating. Like, he's just such a good damn character. I love him. He's so good. I cannot emphasize enough how good Broly is in this movie. I can't emphasize enough how much I love Broly in this movie. He's great. So that's probably my favorite portion of the movie. I also like the minus stuff. The minus stuff is cool. You know what? I'll admit it. I like the minus. I like it. Dragon Ball Super Broly version of minus. And you know what? I want Gine to come back. I want a Goku Gine reunion. I want a Goku Gine reunion, and I want more Broly and Chi stuff later on. In fact, can we get a spin-off about Broly and Chi teaching Broly like how to be a person? Can we get a spin-off about that? Because that would be the most charming, adorable Toriyama thing you could do with this movie. But so I told them my favorite jokes, my favorite scenes, my favorite action scene. Like my favorite action moment. I'm only gonna give one because there's so many. I'm trying to think of my favorite action moment. It's really hard because there's so many great ones. It's really hard. You know what? I think it's just. Can I say the entire Gogeta thing? I'm just gonna say the entire Gogeta thing. The entire Gogeta thing and my favorite. The Gogeta thing is my favorite fight. My favorite overall shot. I adore the shot of Goku and Vegeta doing the Kamehameha Gallic Gun team up. I think it's beautifully animated. But there's that. That's a great that I loved. What else do I want to talk about here? What else do I want to? All right, Ultra Instinct. So to the people to is Ultra Instinct in it? No, but people have said Goku struggles to go into blue in this movie. But which is weird because it never struggled before. But I don't think Goku was trying to go into blue because they didn't have Vegeta struggle. Vegeta just go blue, pew, like he always does. Goku's like a Goku's like a screaming ah, like a full blown screaming thing. So and he's like full blown screaming fast, jaw open, Super Saiyan 3 screaming, montage wailing around in agony, full thing. But you see his hair. There's one frame. It lasts 2 seconds at most, where his hair goes silver like Ultra Instinct. What I think happened was that Goku was trying to force his way. He was trying to. I guess because of the tournament of power, he wasn't aware of it. I guess because of the tournament of power, because he wasn't trying to do it, it made a difference. But in this, he was trying to go off. He was trying to force his body into that state from the tournament, and he failed. He couldn't. He for a split second he pulled it off. He went into Master Ultra Instinct, but then he lost it, and he was like, screw it, and he went blue. After that, he go blue almost instantly. So he go blue. He blues up, and that's it. So that's what I think that was about. But then again, there's also the weird thing when Vegeta going God, where his hair flashes green for a second. I'm seeing people throwing around the Super Saiyan Green theory, with maybe this is foreshadowing Super Saiyan Green. I'm not going to say anything of it. This movie played with colors a lot in the animation. The backgrounds were fantastic, by the way. The Arctic wasteland and the lava wasteland they fought in those two backdrops. Beautiful. Planet Vegeta, beautiful. Vampa, great. Everything. There was no part of this movie that doesn't look good. Besides for, I will say, there's this one part where they're fighting in the inside of lava. Where Goku and Big Brother are punching the crap inside of lava. And there's some CGI, and I'm like, Toei, stop with the CGI. It's just not good. Why are you doing it? And it's a weird obsession Toei had. But but besides for that, I have no problems with this movie. To people that saw my review of Dragon Ball Super, where I said it's been the worst mainstream shonen in a decade, I still stand by that statement. Super is a terrible show. But this movie, damn it. This movie is... I'm not sure what happened. Toriyama, this is Toriyama's best work? This is Toei's best work? This is Funimation's best Dragon Ball work? I'm not going to say their best work. I haven't seen everything Funimation does. But, this is Toei's best Dragon Ball work? This is Funimation, and this is Toriyama. In terms of writing, I think this is Toriyama's best work ever. Just overall, I haven't heard of anything else Toriyama besides Dragon Ball mostly gag manga. And while I'm sure that he's written some really funny stuff, I mean, this is a really emotionally. This movie, like the stuff with Broly, really emotionally charged, and it makes you for a majority of the movie you're rooting for Broly, honestly. Like there was never a point where I went, yeah, go Gogeta. Speaking of Go Gogeta, that rapping background music people were complaining about, like go Gogeta, go Goku, go Vegeta, go Broly. That thing, it works really well. Like I thought I would hate it. Like I made fun of it. You can probably find me making fun of it somewhere on Twitter if you go back far enough. But I made fun of the hell out of that. But when I was actually watching the movie, I was so into it at that point. Like I was so invested in the character of Broly and the Gogeta hype. And the Gogeta hype of Broly's character, relationship with Chilai, and just the fate of these characters, I was like, you know what? Yeah, go Broly! I was super go Gogeta, go! I was super into it, and it worked. Like by the time you're so into it, it doesn't matter. It's great. So, well, I feel bad. I actually feel kind of dirty saying this because I gave Super basically I think I gave it like a 1 out of 10. Broly is now my favorite Dragon Ball character, hands down. And I can't. Maybe that will change when my hype wears off. But I really like the way it was written. Like I really respect the writer. I think he's really well written. I'm also Chilai, probably in my top 10 now. Chilai really cool. She's a really fun. Chilai in my top 10. We haven't really seen her without Broly, so maybe on her own that will change. But even when she wasn't with Broly, she's fun. Like she's fun, she's charming, and she's new and she's different. And I really like her. So she's in my top 10 too. Broly's my number one favorite though. And I honestly, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's really good. Broly's my new favorite character. I mean, I'm just trying to think if I have anything. What I got, I don't think I have it on my computer. Actually, I think I can get it. I can pull it up. Let me try to pull it up because the review's over. So, like, we're gonna keep talking about the movie. I'm gonna have some more things I want to say. But I'm not sure if you get it if you see it after the first night. I would be very surprised if you did. But hold on, let me bring it up. And then you get these. They're really cool. I still have mine. In fact, I still have mine. Let me go. I have it. It got a little wrinkled up because I had to like carry I had to carry some stuff when I was leaving the theater. But here you go. Yeah. Also just quick, completely not related to Dragon Ball, but this is gonna be on the wall behind me soon. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Kogia poster. Just figured I had it right there, so I was showing you guys while I was doing this. But I don't have much else to say for this movie. It's really good. So I feel bad saying this. Like I'm apprehensive to say this because of what I gave Broly, of what I gave Super. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say it. Dragon Ball Super Broly is a Dragon Ball Super Broly is a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect movie. I have no problem with it. I think it's perfect. Like I think this is the perfect movie. That's my opinion. I've seen people. Maybe I'm being a little too nice. Maybe I think if this is what Dragon Ball is gonna be like now, I'm in. I like it. This is good. So this is what Dragon Ball is gonna be like. You've got me. It's just like, I hate it. I hate Broly. Like the Broly from D is something I hate. I hate that character. I still hate Broly. I still hate that Broly. But this new version of Broly, favorite character, 10 out of 10 movie, everything about it. The voice acting in the English, the dub is fantastic. Like once again, props to Chimbo, the dub is fantastic. The music is fantastic. I was surprised by the lack of Blizzard. Like it just, I think like it wasn't in the movie very much. Like I actually don't even remember when Blizzard played. If I'm being honest with you, like I don't remember when that movie played. I'm trying to when that song played. If you saw the movie, did that play during the movie or was that just the post credit song? I don't remember. Oh, I will say there was a couple of renditions of Chawa. There were like 2 renditions of Chawa Head Chawa. One was like an instrumental during the recap scene in the very beginning, like the montage thing, showing like all the different adventures of Goku and the story of Dragon Ball. There was like one like instrumental looked really cool, and then during the Broly fight, there was this one heavy metal like Chala, Chala, Head Chala. There was like it skipped out on a lot of the words, and it just had Chala, Chala, and it had the Chala in it. That was great. The score is great. The animation is great. I do once again want to give credit to Shintani Naruhito Shintani, I believe is his name, who did the new character designs that made this movie looking this good possible. Far better than the plasticky, rough, hard to animate look that the Muro's designs had. Far better. And so there are those critics that are saying the animation isn't good. The critics that are saying the animation don't know what they're talking about. Like they're just not educated on the subject of how good this animation is. Like they just don't get it. They just don't know what they're talking about. They're uneducated. But this movie looks really good. Shintani did a fantastic job. If you don't, definitely check out Anime AJ stuff on the movie. I know he talked about Shintani a lot. Follow him on Twitter. Get all the information on Shintani. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, it's Gods in Heaven. It's a nerd shirt. It's a really cool shirt. I also got this today. I got it for myself for Christmas. It's actually not what I ordered. I ordered a shirt with I ordered a shirt like this with all the Ava pilots on it, with like Shinigami and Ray on it, but this is the thing. It's the same kind of shirt, but with Ray and Unit 1 in the background. I'm not really sure why. I only know why Unit 1's in the background for Ray, but that's not the topic. We're talking about Broly. But like I really don't have anything else to say. Like, I feel like I should say more because this movie is just so good. But we had been going for an hour and 20 minutes. So there will be probably, as of this stream, which I'm not sure is it going to go up right away or if I'll upload it at like a different time. I gotta work on a thumbnail and tag it properly, add some work on the tab. But there's going to be no editing in this. There was the point I'll edit out when I had to stop from the medicine. I don't think so, but it only lasted like 30 seconds. And you're going to watch like 45 minutes into this. I don't see why you would not wait 20 seconds while I take the pill. But I mean, fantastic movie. No, yeah. To everybody, okay, and I want to say that to everybody, both at my school and real life, all my friends, people on Discord, on Twitter, who give me crap about my opinions on Super, who are saying I hate everything about it. Here I am with my 10 calling this movie. Just to give you an idea, there are only 2 other things I consider. There's only one other movie I consider a 10 out of 10. Now, by the way, that movie is still way better. Because the movie I'm about to say is way more than a 10 out of 10. It's a far better. It blows this away in quality, but still, the point still stands. There's only one other movie I've ever given a 10 out of 10 to. End of Evangelion. That's the only other film I consider a 10 out of 10. Besides maybe Infinity War. You know what? Now. Infinity War like a 9.5. Infinity War close, but it's not a 10 out of 10. But this movie's 10 out of 10. The only other movie I can say that with confidence about, the way I can about this, is End of Evangelion. For very different reasons. Like, I think End of It is a way. I'm not saying that this is anywhere close to as good as End of Evangelion. I just want to make that clear. I'm just saying they're both, for what it is, it's a 10 out of 10. Honestly, compared this to End of Evangelion, it's a 2, maybe. End of Evangelion is a masterpiece of a different caliber. But for what that did, for a Dragon Ball shonen action film of modern rhythm by Toriyama, this is a masterpiece. It's probably the best shonen film I've ever. I'm a Naruto fan. I'm like a really big Naruto fan. I'm not a fanboy, but I'm a really big Naruto fan who really invested in Naruto as a character. Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura. I'm really invested in all three of them as characters. I don't know if I would say if I like it more than Boruto. And you know what? Yeah, this is better than Boruto. I'll say that. I think I may like Boruto more just because I'm more invested in Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura characters than I am in Goku. Like, I have more long-term invested. Broly's a really good character, and I'm super invested in him now, but this is the movie that got me invested in Broly. Naruto, I have, like, years of pre-established investment in them. When I see it, I'm like, yeah. Like, that's why I love Boruto, being, like, invested in the characters, and I also really like the new characters. But, I mean, I don't have much else to say. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a great movie. And by the way, if you're wondering for theories, the only theories I give a 10 out of 10 to are FMA Brotherhood and Neon Genesis Evangelion. They're the only theories I give. Did I get Gurren Lagann? No. I don't think I get Gurren Lagann a 10 out of 10. I just do. What did I get? No, I don't think I gave Gurren Lagann. I don't remember what I gave Gurren Lagann. I did a review on it on the channel. I don't remember what I gave it, but yeah. This movie, 10 out of 10. I've been rambling for like 15 minutes now. So, yeah. If you watched this and you haven't seen the movie, go see it. I don't know if I'm going to see it again because I plan on seeing Spider-Verse again this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to see it again. I'm definitely dying for it to come out on Blu-ray. Because I'm probably going to do some videos about it when I have footage to work with. I need footage. When it comes out on Blu-ray, I probably will do some videos on it. Maybe like 1 or 2 videos. There's not much to discuss with this movie. I'll probably do some videos on it. But, yeah, if you want to talk about the movie with me, you can follow me on Twitter or talk where we are. I'm always available to talk basically instantly. And I always say this. Follow me on Twitter. If you @ me on Twitter, within 30 minutes, I will reply to you. Like, unless I am sleeping, you will have a reply within 30 minutes. I almost guarantee it. Like, I almost guarantee. Twitter, if you want to get instantly in contact with me, Twitter's the way to go. I'm thinking of maybe starting a Discord. Probably not. That's an idea I've been throwing around. Also, just comment your thoughts on the movie in the comment section down below. I know not many people probably got to this because this is a really, really long video. But I just wanted to do this. Because you know what? This is the best I've felt about Dragon Ball in years. And just, yeah. This movie's a 10 out of 10. It's great. Shout out to the people that told me I would like this movie. Shout out to the people that were like, you don't like modern Dragon, you're gonna like this. Because you know what? You were right. This movie's great. And this it's a sign for the future of modern Dragon Ball. That I'll never take back what I said about Dragon Ball Super Battle of God. I'll never take back the fact that I don't think all that is very good. But this is what the future holds, and it involved characters like Brennan, and we're gonna keep on. And it involved pretty deep, complex, pretty emotional characters like Broly, and you have my full support, Toriyama. This was great. And if this is how you want to end it, like this is how you want it to, and you want to end it, Toriyama. I don't think we got any combination for a new series. I could be wrong. We're not guaranteed to get one, but is this how you want to end it? I would almost say just end it here because it is so good. But I'm almost at the point where, you know what? I kind of want more. I want more of this. So yeah, Toriyama, bring it on. Show me you can do this again because this was fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave it a like. I know it's long, but I had a lot to say. Broly's great. Broly is go support me this release. Love, pray Broly. Toriyama, great job. Static, great job. Shimmel, great job. Minyama, great job. Shintani, great job. Toei, great job. Funimation, great. Everybody, great job. Movie theaters, great job for giving us these. These are great. 10 out of 10. I love Dragon Ball Super Broly. Yeah. Like me, the guy who gave Dragon Ball Super a 1 out of 10 and called it the worst mainstream shown in a decade. And saying that I love Dragon Ball Super Broly.